Hello everybody, Twitch Nacho here, and welcome back to the Zombie Apocalypse. This is the second installment of the flashback, where I'm going back to a previous map and updating it. So, in the last episode, we made this fancy piece of equipment that currently doesn't work because I updated to the new snapshot, and the world kept crashing because of the item frames. It's I believe a known bug when you update, but all I had to do is remove them in MC Edit, and the world loaded again. So I'm going to have to replace those item frames and the ones over here, because I've installed all of the zombie equipment giving things, player selectors, I guess. No, I can't remember what I called them. Right. So in here, this is where you'll spawn when you die and you become a zombie, and this is where you'll sort of select stuff. As you can see, I've renovated from the previous design that was quite boring, quite bland. I wouldn't say too bland, but this is what it was before. Very box room, can't see anything, and you go into this upper part here. Once you select your class, in here, this is all much more fancy. Some Steve head around, you know, where the zombies have obviously eaten people and just been very messy and left them around. And it's all very open in here too. Once you go into here and it zips you up, it'll put you up here and you can select where you spawn. So up here is where you select how to spawn. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. Not entirely sure. I want to have sort of pre-designated spawn points where the zombies can sort of choose an area and then spawn in that area. So that way they can sort of hunt someone down. If they know someone's in a certain section of the map, they can deliberately spawn in that area so they can kill them. There's going to be more than 3 buttons, but I've only got 3 set up. It's quite nice in here, I think. The ambience is quite nice. Not that anyone's really going to bother to look at it all when they start playing the game, because they're just going to pick their class and boom, get out as quickly as possible. So today, what we're going to work on, well, we've got all this nice stuff, but I would really like to figure out an actual arena. So we're actually going to build the map and work on aesthetic stuff like in here, which is actually something I enjoy quite a lot. I'm not entirely sure right now what I want to do. I've got some inklings of ideas. So let's move on to a sort of flat terrain. I might do it in this world actually, like over here. And let's get a section of land sort of. I'll build it up and I'll show you what I sort of start with for the template wise. All right, I'm back. So in the spirit of the show and to save some time, I've actually gone back. And if any of you are long-time subscribers, you'll probably recognize this. This is from my map-making series, where I was experimenting with an idea for a map, and I'm just going to use this pre-built structure that I built during that series. I think it's going to be quicker than coming up with completely new concepts, so because I can just build off this. It was a while ago, there wasn't the different wood types and stuff like that. But I've got sort of like a template, a basic sort of build here. So what I did is, if you remember in the series, I typed in a specific seed that was a survival island world, which was basically a world full of like nothing but sea and this rather impressive jungle island. And I sort of took it out. I removed the water. I removed the sea, and built this structure around it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work off of this and build some other structures. I was playing around with some other ideas with lava lakes and stuff like that, but I think this will be easier to work with. This will be easier to have the zombies spawn in, you know, and attack the players. Down here I've come up with a couple of designs using some of the newer building materials and rock types, so I can sort of upgrade the overall look of this. I've actually been wasting too much time thinking of different ideas. I did want to go step by step on sort of how I go into building a map, and I do want to talk about that, but I would like to be building something while doing it. I like to come up with templates for builds. That's what you can see over here as well. You know, once you come up with a general concept of how you want your build to look, it's always good to come up with a couple of shapes like this, things that can just slot together. You know, because I've got these walkways here, and they go onto these. You know, it's always good to sort of build templates and get the general feel of what you want out of your map. And then you can start plugging stuff in and stuff like that and making it look good. I'm thinking I'll have a couple of other islands, small islands, which have bridges going between them. Nothing too complex, but you know, just working with some interesting shapes. I'm going to have tunnels going through. I think there's a natural tunnel here. Yeah, that's more of a room. I'll make an opening there. So I really want to exploit the natural terrain to my advantage in this, and that actually makes it easier. Instead of building something from the ground up and building the terrain yourself, if you can get a piece of terrain, you know, just normally from the Minecraft world that looks impressive, which is even easier now with the new things, you know, the new settings for world generation. You can sort of generate your own world, and then, oh yeah, you see this. This is, okay, so this is a good area to start. This sort of cave here. I can make this look lived in, or make it look like a mine if I want to. Just add, like, little things with, here we go, remove that because I don't want any of these leaves here. In fact, I might remove quite a lot of the vines in here too. Open it up, you know, make it look nicer. Put some lighting in here. Get some fences. And some torches, you know, really experiment with how I want it to look. The ambience. I want the ambience to be slightly scary, you know, keep people on their toes. This is a rather small opening here, so I can open this up more. There's like this disheveled bridge. I can include a walkway down to here, flatten out some of this terrain to make a good sort of battleground against the zombies. Flat terrain is always important if you can have a wide open area. It's nice to have bottlenecks because the players can retreat to the bottlenecks and they can like fiercely try and fight their enemies back. But I like having open spaces where the chance from being ambushed from multiple sides is quite high. If I open this up here, get rid of that. In fact, actually I'm going to have to get rid of that, aren't I, to stop that growing. There we go. There. Yeah, have something like that. Build some sort of entrance way. If anybody's played Skyrim with like the Dwarven Ruins, I might go for something like that. Let's open this up here. If you can hear some background noise now, I think it's started to rain outside quite badly. So yeah, if we can build a bridge down here, that would be quite nice. So yeah, I guess what I tend to do is, I mean, I'm already well acquainted with this this map because I've worked on it, obviously, as I said in the last map making series. But you can really sort of let your creativity flow. It's almost having it's like having a sort of large like modeling clay or something. You have a structure that you can build around and build with. I'm just going to put a marker here. I shouldn't have picked green for this marker. But yeah, to mark the entrance of both sides. Let's actually go into this, because I'm thinking if this is a little bit more lived in, then down here there can be something as well. So, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, there's another opening as well. Oh, that's even better. I don't like things to be too linear. having a choice, giving the players a choice is good, and it will make it more fun for the zombie players as well, because they'll have to hunt their prey down. I think I'll probably remove all the vines. I don't know. I don't know if there's any good way of doing that. Obviously, this terrain is very unforgiving. Battling on this terrain as it is would be too difficult because it's so steep. So what I'll probably do is I'll make a way around, a way up, probably on this side. Maybe. I'll build a way up. Perhaps build a tower into this structure here, and then have the top section as another battle sort of arena with ways down. One way, another thing for building PvP arenas and stuff that you should probably take into account is one-way passages. A way that sort of, like, you can do this vertically more easily, where you build a way that you can get up and down with, and then you have multiple ways down. So you have more ways down than you do up, so people can sort of escape from the top down, but they might escape into a more dangerous area or something like that. Lines of sight are not particularly important in this game. Yeah, this is the entrance as well to this main area. I'm going to use this to my advantage quite a lot. Don't know how much of the sand I'm going to remove. It wouldn't be too difficult. What I tend to do is I would replace all of the sand with grass, so then it just takes care of itself. Because the grass underneath dies and stuff. What's this over here? Oh, that's nice. I can fill this with water here to make a second lake on this side. I think there's a lake over here as well, on this side. You can tell this is old because there aren't any melons in the jungle area. I don't know why they added melons to the jungle. No, there's no water here. Oh, right, yeah. I copied and pasted this from the original. Yeah, there was water there, but after I copied and pasted it, I forgot to copy water with it. Ah. I see. Oh well, that's not too big a deal. I can fill this in myself. Replace that dirt with sand, make it all look good. Have a little walkway here, yeah. So I think I'll call this episode here. It's shorter than I wanted this episode to be, but unfortunately I've ran out of time. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you maybe learnt a thing, or if you have anything that you might want to say to me, you just put it in the comments as usual, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Yes, this will suffice.